Immersing yourself in the journey of discovering yourself and asserting yourself is a challenge we all face at some point. In this context, it is crucial to learn to set personal boundaries and understand the importance of saying no firmly. We often find ourselves stuck in the rut of putting the needs of others above our own, sacrificing our own well-being in the process. This analysis seeks to explore the dynamics behind this behavior, highlighting the importance of recognizing and respecting our own limits. We will explore how distancing ourselves from harmful situations or relationships is not only an act of self-care, but also a manifestation of self-respect and autonomy. Throughout this video, we will examine the different facets of this process and how learning to say no and maintain a clear direction in life can transform our relationship with ourselves and others, leading us towards a more authentic and fulfilling life. Stay until the end so you don't miss anything that's coming, and remember to subscribe so you don't miss anything on this channel. Let's start. The tendency of many people to devote their time and energy to others, sometimes beyond their own limits and needs, is intriguing and common. What is the root of this behavior? It may be due to an internal search for personal validation or a deep longing to be valued and accepted by others. However, this excessive concern for other people's opinions can become a trap, where we end up losing our own identity in a constant attempt to seek external approval. It is crucial to recognize that this constant search for external approval can be lonely and unsatisfying. Trying to fill an internal void with external validation is like chasing something that will always be out of reach. The key to breaking this cycle may lie in developing a healthier relationship with ourselves, learning to value our own opinions and needs. By doing so, we can begin a journey towards greater authenticity and personal satisfaction, where the opinions of others are only a part of our reality and not the determining factor of our happiness and self-esteem. At some point in our lives, many of us find ourselves dedicating our time and energy to others. What is the reason behind this? Is it a search for self-affirmation or a deep longing to be appreciated? The strategy of walking away may seem drastic in certain circumstances, but it is actually a necessary step to reaffirm our personality and strength. We encounter various people throughout life, some who do not respect our limits and others who are too dependent or even harmful. Showing them that we are willing to walk away not only reinforces our independence, but also regains control over our lives. The power to walk away is based on two fundamental pillars: the ability to say no and having a clear direction in life. If we find ourselves losing our identity in the desires of others or feeling used, we may have a hard time turning down requests and lack a defined purpose. Having a clear goal shows the world that we value our time and our lives, which naturally steers us away from situations that don't respect our boundaries. Remember, walking away is not just a physical action, but a mindset of self-esteem and respect. Taking this stance sends a powerful message: you are in charge of your own life. I sincerely appreciate that you have taken the time to reflect on these aspects. Although walking away may seem like a drastic measure, sometimes it is essential to affirm our autonomy at certain moments in life. Throughout our journey, we come across a variety of people, some of whom leave a deep mark on us, while others are ephemeral. Making the decision to walk away is not always easy, but it is an indicator of maturity and self-awareness. Knowing when to say goodbye and close a chapter is crucial to building an authentic and fulfilling life. Although it may seem selfish to some, removing ourselves from situations or people that do not align with our values is an act of self-preservation that allows us to make room for new opportunities and enriching experiences. This journey of self-discovery is made up of meetings and farewells, each one contributing a unique color to the story of our life. Although goodbyes can be painful, they are essential to our personal growth and teach us about our limits, desires, and most importantly, our true identity. By sharing these reflections, I hope to stimulate the audience's ability to look at their own stories with a new perspective, full of possibilities and learning. A strong message for both ourselves and others is transmitted with this position, making it clear that we are not anyone's property and that we have the power and autonomy to decide who is part of our lives. This act of retreating is not only an affirmation of our identity, but also a significant step in regaining control over our well-being and abilities. By separating ourselves from toxic or exhausting people, we are protecting our mental and emotional health, prioritizing our personal space and betting on our growth. Ultimately, this action reminds us that we are primarily responsible for our own happiness and inner peace. Furthermore, this decision has the potential to deeply impact those prone to overstepping boundaries, as it gives them the opportunity to reflect on their actions and perhaps motivate them to change their behavior. In essence, the power to walk away is based on two essential pillars: the ability to say no and having a clear direction in life. If you're enjoying what you've seen so far, I encourage you to show your support by clicking the I like it, which you will find just below. Your support is essential so we can continue bringing you quality content. The Stoic approach to moving away to grow centers on the idea that sometimes distance allows us to gain a clearer, more objective perspective on situations and relationships in our lives. Here are some keys based on this concept. Number 1, deepening self-knowledge. Walking away not only gives you the space to reflect on who you really are, but it also allows you to explore your deepest values and most intimate goals. When you remove yourself from the hustle and bustle and distractions of your immediate environment, you enter into an introspective journey where you can question your past actions, better understand your motivations, and more clearly visualize the path you want to follow in life. This process of self-knowledge is not only essential for your personal growth, but it also empowers you by providing you with a deeper understanding of your strengths and areas for improvement, allowing you to make decisions more aligned with your true desires and aspirations. Number 2, liberation through emotional detachment. Removing yourself from situations or relationships that may be charged with negative or toxic emotions gives you the opportunity to practice emotional detachment. This process involves recognizing and accepting your emotions without allowing them to dominate you or control your life. To distance yourself, you can observe your thoughts and feelings from a more objective perspective, allowing you to make more conscious and healthy decisions for yourself. Emotional detachment frees you from the weight of past resentments, grudges, or guilt, allowing you to move forward with lightness and clarity towards a brighter and more promising future. It is an act of self-love and empowerment that allows you to prioritize your emotional and mental well-being over everything else. Number 3. Mental clarity and objective perspective. Don't walk away only. It involves physically distancing yourself from situations or people, but also creating mental space to clarify your thoughts and feelings. This distancing gives you the opportunity to clear your mind of the noise and interference that can cloud your judgment on a day-to-day basis. By having this space, you can contemplate your experiences with a more objective look, separating your emotions from the rational analysis of the situation. This mental clarity enables you to make more informed and conscious decisions, as you can evaluate circumstances from a broader and more balanced perspective. Additionally, by freeing yourself from the pressures of the present moment, you can think more deeply and long-term, allowing you to chart a path toward your goals with greater clarity and determination. Number 4. Promotion of self-sufficiency and internal strength. Walking away also involves a process of personal growth that promotes self-sufficiency and inner strength. To separate yourself from certain situations or people that you used to depend on emotionally, you are forced to find resources within yourself to overcome challenges and meet your needs. This process teaches you to trust in your own abilities and internal resources, rather than relying exclusively on others for your emotional well-being or personal satisfaction. As you become more self-sufficient, you develop a sense of independence and empowerment that allows you to face life's obstacles with greater confidence and resilience. You learn that true strength and security reside within yourself, and not in external circumstances or the validation of others. Number 5. Personal growth as a result of distancing. Distance not only physically separates, but it can also act as a powerful catalyst for personal growth. By moving away from your usual environment or certain people, you immerse yourself in a process of self-discovery and transformation. This distancing challenges you to step out of your comfort zone, face your deepest fears, and explore new facets of yourself that you may have never considered. It is in moments of solitude and reflection that you find the opportunity to develop new skills, cultivate a more resilient mindset, and gain broader perspectives on life. Every distancing experience is an invitation to growth, an opportunity to learn, evolve, and become the best version of yourself. Number 6. Improving relationships through temporary distancing. Although it may seem paradoxical, temporarily stepping away from a relationship can be beneficial for your long-term health and growth. This distancing gives you the opportunity to gain perspective, both on the relationship itself and on your own role in it. When separating, you may experience a sense of longing that makes you more deeply appreciate the presence and value of the other person in your life. This time away also offers space for reflection and conflict resolution in a more balanced and constructive way. It allows you to examine relationship dynamics from an emotional distance, facilitating open and honest communication, as well as identifying areas for mutual improvement. Ultimately, temporary distancing can strengthen the emotional connection and intimacy in the relationship, providing a stronger foundation for long-term growth and shared happiness. Remember that walking away doesn't always mean cutting ties permanently, but rather taking time to reassess, heal, and grow. It is a powerful tool for self-development and improving relationships. First, the power to refuse is revealed as a crucial tool for setting limits. It is simple, direct, and effective in clearly communicating our personal needs, preferences, and limits. This essential action for maintaining healthy relationships represents an affirmation of our independence and self-awareness. Secondly, having direction in life means having goals, aspirations, and a clear purpose. This guides us in making decisions and choosing paths that are aligned with our values and objectives. Direction provides us with focus, helping us avoid distractions and negative influences. Together, the power of saying no and having direction make a powerful combination. While direction does not protect us from unwanted external influences, direction keeps us focused on our goals and dreams. These two concepts are fundamental to maintaining our personal integrity and following an authentic path. If you find yourself frequently giving in to the wishes of others or being exploited by others, you may find yourself opposites difficulties in saying no and lack a clear direction in your life. Recognizing these warning signs is the first step towards change. It starts by strengthening your self-esteem and self-awareness, truly understanding what you value and want for your life. From there, you can practice assertiveness, learn to say no when necessary, and pursue your own goals and aspirations. Removing yourself from situations or people that do not respect our boundaries is an act of self-defense and self-respect. By making this decision, we are reclaiming our power and affirming as autonomous individuals. It is a way to protect our mental and emotional health, and send a clear message to the world that we are the captains of our own destiny. In the Stoic realm, Marcus Aurelius encourages us to diligently guard our peace of mind and not be led astray by chronic complainers. We should also avoid drama magnets, those who seem to be constantly embroiled in crises and controversies. Their chaos can trap you if you don't set limits. Another type of person to avoid is the detractor. When you share your excitement about pursuing a new career, the naysayer lists all the reasons why it might not work out. Instead of absorbing their negativity, you can ask them for advice or use positive confrontation to encourage constructive conversation. The victim is another problematic type, someone who constantly blames outside forces and refuses to take responsibility. We must have compassionate detachment, showing empathy but without becoming their perpetual problem solver. The toxic positivist ignores the negative aspects and insists only on the positive. This can make you feel invalidated. Engage in balanced discussions and embrace the complexity of life with equanimity. Following Stoic wisdom, we must reflect on ourselves. We recognize these types in others, but the challenge is to look within ourselves and improve ourselves. If this discussion provokes introspection or epiphanies, share your experiences in the comments for a rich dialogue. Have you stopped to think about how getting away from certain situations or people can be your greatest power to grow? It's fascinating how sometimes distancing gives us the clarity and drive we need to move forward in our lives. Now it's your turn. Have you ever experienced how walking away from something has helped you grow personally? Or maybe you know someone who has been through a similar situation? Tell us your thoughts and experiences in the comments. We can't wait to hear your story. Remember to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future content full of reflection and personal growth. See you in the next video. Until next time.